Hello and welcome back. I am here to check in on my banana mead that I started a couple weeks ago. You can see it's still bubbling, but it has slowed down. Um, there is sediment on the bottom, and I just want to see where it's at. I'm so curious about how this one's going to turn out. So I'm going to go ahead and rack it into a secondary container, and then I'm going to take a gravity reading. I don't have any 1 gallon carboys. I have the big jars, but for aging, I want to have it where there's less surface area on the top. So I'm going to try to put it in a apple cider jug that's, I think, 3/4 of a gallon. But I figure, I don't know, that might be risky. It could be that I start doing that and realize it's not going to work, and then I have to pull out one of my gallon jars. But we'll see. I'm gonna live on the edge here and try to fit a gallon in a 3/4 gallon. Okay, so this is my smaller jug, my 3/4. That might not fit. That doesn't even look anywhere near. Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. There's a lot of sediment down here, so this big guy is going up here. Yeah, there's quite a bit. You can see all the sediment from like the banana pieces as well. Okay, so we have the auto siphon. This goes in here. Oops, what am I doing? Okay, so the pump goes up top. The bottom part of the tube goes down into your secondary vessel. And I'm just gonna let this go, and curious to see if it's fermented out. The original gravity on this one was 1.11. And I really hope this fits in here. I keep doing this. I don't know why I don't want to use the 1 gallon jars, other than it just seems like there's more surface area exposed to the air, and I don't know if that makes a difference. Maybe I should do a video where I compare the two and see if there's any difference. My guess is if there is, it's probably minimal, but here I am trying to squeeze a gallon into a 3/4 gallon vessel. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so yeah, there's about 20 ounces that did not fit in here. I don't know how to try to get this. Oh, shoot. Boy, am I making messes over here. Okay, so 20 ounces that didn't fit. Smells decent. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside, and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I don't know. Let's see what the gravity is. Well, this went down to 1.08. No. 1.008. And it was still plugging along. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little taste. I'm gonna. All I had handy was this big goblet, but hey, I'm gonna pour this slowly back in. I'm actually gonna taste it from over the jug. Here's my handy dandy jug. Smells like mead. Okay, well, it is slightly yellow, which is great, and hopefully it'll clear out a little bit. Um, so that's cool. It's still, probably should have degassed it. It has a lot of those fun new smells, new mead smells. Um, Sometimes it takes a couple of sips, you know. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Um, I can tell this is going to be pretty tasty. I do want to keep it at, yeah, I don't want this to keep fermenting. So I'm going to go ahead. I haven't decided if I prefer putting in some, I think it's potassium sorbate and Campton tablets or just pasteurizing. Um, but for this, I'm going to go ahead and use my Campton tablets and potassium sorbate. Yeah, as with a lot of alcohols, the more sips you take, the smoother. It's smooth. It's not the banana isn't super powerful, but I think that's just because there's a lot of gases in there, and so it has that new flavor is a little overwhelming. But yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be really good. I also am attempting to make a banana extract. Actually, I made it. And I might add a little of that at the end. Um, I mean, I could add some now. That might stop fermentation. I don't remember what yeast I used. I think I used D47. So we should be near the end. This is me thinking about it out loud to whoever's watching. I I think I'm going to I could add a little bit of my banana extract and make it a little more banana-y. I was going to add bananas to secondary and I decided against that. Um, just because I didn't want to deal with more chunks of fruit in there, but it's an opportunity for me to test out my extract and see if it even tastes any good. In which case, I'm going to pump this into my pitcher and then I could do it. Well, hmm. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. This is how I can't seem to make up my mind. Set that there. This little bit can be my experiment. So I have 20 ounces and I'm going to, hold on. This is my banana extract. I didn't do the best of getting the little pieces out of there, but I think it should be fine. Okay. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons in. And the solvent for this is vodka, so I am adding a little alcohol to the mead. So that's 2 tablespoons for 20 ounces, which I don't know, it could be overboard. I have to figure out. This isn't 128 ounces is in a gallon, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some math in my head. But here, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit back in my goblet. I think that made a difference. I mean, it could be I've had a few sips now. Maybe I need to cleanse my palate or something. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just because my brain is not, let's see. Okay, so here's the problem. This is 5 times more, approximately, 5 times more liquid than in there, and I put 2 tablespoons in there. So that would be 10 tablespoons. I don't think 10 tablespoons is going to fit in here. So now what do I do? I'm just going to do it and hope that I don't. This mead I had really no plans for. Normally I write out my recipe and I know what I'm going to do. And this was kind of like, I just wanted to do it and try it because I don't know, banana mead sounded really good to me. So there's 1, 2, yeah, I'm not getting to 10. And these aren't full tablespoons too. I'm just putting as much in as I can. 5, 6, 7, 8. Totally not exact. Totally not. I'm, for anybody who's looking for like a solid recipe, I think I would say, because I wasn't filling up the tablespoon each time, that I just put maybe 5 tablespoons in. And we'll see if that affects the environment and the yeast and whether or not they can continue to eat any sugars, or if it'll be at its max. I'm going to put this, I'm just doing it. I added, let's say, approximately 5 tablespoons of banana extract. And if it, that puts it over the edge, hopefully, for the alcohol limit. It's not, I mean, the alcohol limit for D47 is 14%, but I've had meads go beyond that by 1% or 2. So that's not really the most accurate thing. What I'm going to do now is put this in my closet. I'm going to check it. I check out my meads every single day. They're like, plants or pets or anything else. So I'll be watching this mead, sitting on I have a yoga ball, and I sit on my yoga ball and watch stuff bubble. TMI maybe, but that's, hey, teach their own, right? Anyway, I'm going to put this in there and see if it keeps going or if it stops. And then I'm going to let this sit. It'll probably be about 3 months before I bottle this. Now, my Moons and Mead series that I've been doing using the Zodiac and the new and full moon, I'm waiting a full 6 months. And it feels like that's a little long for me anyway. So this one, it is the end of January. So at the end of April, I will be back with a bottling and tasting video. And I might back sweeten depending on what sounds good to me. So yeah, I will be back in about 3 months. So that'll be about the end of April with a bottling and tasting video for this mead. I'm really excited about this mead. I do plan on going forward. I'm going to be playing with melomels, so a lot more fruit. I got some ingredients so I can do cream flavored mead, so like peaches and cream and strawberries and cream, banana cream, and I'm really excited to play around with that. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about mead making with me, please like and subscribe. I hope this video is useful, and I will see you next time. Thank you.